Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking in to the scariest videos on the internet to date. That's literally what I typed in to see. So we're going to see exactly how scary people are saying scary is, because why the fuck not? By the way, if you like the videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like the videos, give me like a after action report. Let me know how I can improve, stuff like that. But if you like it, subscribe and let me know what else you would like to see. All right, we're going to now get into it. I can't tell if that's outside or not. It doesn't. I can't tell. It looks like that might be outside. I don't know why she ran and hit it. That wouldn't scare me. I would definitely have assumed it was the wind before I would have ran over there and started punching it. Yeah, that's got to be outside. Otherwise, she wouldn't shut the door. So, contrary to popular belief, we're gonna go back for a second. These little Civil War areas, like where they set up these cannons, some of them weren't actually where the Civil War happened. They'll be a little bit further away from where it actually happened. And I wouldn't say feet, but sometimes they'll just be in a different location, but they'll be in the general area of where it all happened. But in some cases like this, I mean, it could be a ghost or it could be some dude fucking, it could be a video edit. As much as I would love to say that that's real, it most definitely would not be. Okay. That's weird. I don't see how that would be scary. The only thing that would probably scare me is the fact that my kid is in the crib next to whatever that is walking. And the fact that it's not completely solid definitely shows that it's not human, but then again, it could be an edit. Okay. Now, these videos right here where they see something walking in the fucking woods, okay, a lot of people who say they're Bigfoot and like, yeah, oh, I've never seen this before. Bro, y'all need to chill out with that shit, because if you are in the woods, right, if you're not carrying a weapon while walking into the woods, you're already wrong, okay? No matter how many acres you live on, there's bound to have something that happens. We've had, I mean, when I worked on our family farm, I've had interactions with coyotes, interactions with like rabid coyotes, like they have mange and all kinds of weird shit, and they're highly aggressive. And I've had foxes who are aggressive because they have little pups in their den, and you're not far from the den where they've come up. We've had several things happen where, in instances, we would need weapons, which is why I've always carried a weapon, whether it's a pistol or a rifle or a shotgun or anything going into the woods. And with that scenario right there, I don't think that is a human, because who the fuck is that big? And if they are that big, why are they walking in the woods in the first place? Like, I can understand if it was like a scrawny meth head, yeah, I don't fucking shoot, because those would be walking in the woods all the time. But dude, that thing's fucking massive. Like, he's got obviously somebody in a fucking suit. So that video back there was just some commentary of whoever the fuck. By the way, these are not my videos, so just throwing that out there so nobody fucking freaks out about it. Okay, so it's these videos that I don't understand. Okay, they're looking for a Bigfoot or something scary in the woods, but there's signs posted. It's obviously a heavily, has heavy human traffic going through there, a lot of movement and stuff. So obviously, there's not going to be what they're thinking. And if they're in a wooded environment, whether it's a park or anything, there's obviously going to be, your predators and your prey running around. So I don't know why they're freaking out about this. Yeah. I will say that it's strange that animal, like whatever it is bringing all of the stuff that they kill to one spot. But then again, that's just how shit works. Okay, that literally just looks like an old waterfall area. It probably doesn't even go that far back. Due to the fact that he didn't actually fly deep into that, I'm just gonna assume that probably doesn't go that far back. That's stupid. We're not going through this bullshit. It wouldn't surprise me, bro. Yeah, I'm good, Tony. What about you? And you ever notice, like, when people are catching Bigfoot, they never hold the fucking camera still. And like, I don't understand why people are like freaking out over these Bigfoots and shit when obviously it's not fucking real. It's never once been real. It's just been something that people are fucking chasing because they have nothing else to do in life. But like, that's obviously not fucking. If they was a fucking Bigfoot, they would be holding the camera a lot steadier. They wouldn't be fucking talking. And they would probably just shoot the fucking thing. Because last time I checked, there's not a fucking endangered species. He's not on an endangered species list because he doesn't fucking exist. So, like, and that's what I don't understand. A lot of people are like, oh my god, Bigfoot, they're so scary, they're so big. They're not even, like, you can't even hold the fucking camera still. So, no wonder there's no fucking proof. That is definitely a fucking person. Bro, it looks like he's got his fucking hands in his pocket. Like, I don't understand. That right there really pretty much just gave it away. That's obviously his fucking buddy walking around in a fucking suit, man. Like, ooh, you gotta be stupid to walk out here. If there's a Bigfoot in the area, you're not fucking talking because you're obviously don't, and because they're supposed to be super aggressive, you're not saying shit. Well, so like I could agree with the grizzly thing because I've thought about that too before, but I mean, it's walking like a human. It's slowing down. That is snow. What do you mean it's gray and black? It's fucking snow. And the fact that he popped out twice, no, that's not fucking Bigfoot. And Bigfoot's not even, exactly, like Tony said here just a second ago, they're fucking fake. This is obviously fake. You see how he picked his fucking leg up back there? Higher than what he normally does? That's Tony's like, that's my Uncle George. That's pretty funny. The fact that he picked his leg up to step over something, I mean, he's walking like a human. It's not ridiculously huge. These dudes are obviously like, hey buddy, go over there and dress up in that Bigfoot suit you bought a few months ago and go walk through the woods. I'm gonna record you and we're gonna make everybody think it's Bigfoot. Nobody's ever seen a Bigfoot, so they don't know how it fucking acts. But it doesn't walk like a fucking person. It slows down when it's going up the hills. What the fuck is this? Is that supposed to be a footprint? Fucking ads. What the fuck? No! I really hope this isn't. We're not fucking. Exactly. Fake as hell. Alright, so we're gonna go back and I want you to look at something real quick, okay? Alright. So go back a little bit further here. Okay, so it comes in, right? And it goes down the stairs, back up the stairs, and the fucking cat Okay, so for those of you who've actually looked into this paranormal shit, you know what I'm talking about when I say that cats and dogs, they see shit and hear shit better than humans do, right? I've seen several times where the animals freak out and bark at a fucking corner, or the cat just acts all like freaked out and is looking at a corner. Like, you get that, right? You've seen it. But that the cat doesn't dog, cat, whatever the fucking thing. It's just like, okay, like it's nothing's happened. And exactly, it's just like Tony said on the chat. I will trust my dog in those circumstances. Yeah, most definitely. Because you're like, again, and same thing with babies, right? Like we saw earlier in the video where there was something that walked into the fucking room and the baby popped up, right? So, like, that's a little more believable because the baby did get up from what I saw and was like, what the fuck? You know, is mom here? You know, but the fact that the animal's not moving just says it all for me. Like, I'm not going to sit here and continue to fucking hound on the fact that cat's not even fucking moving. Like, doesn't even know anything's there. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please check it out on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you don't like it, tell me what I can do that would catch your eye, bring you some entertainment. We may or may not go back and look around at some more videos, may make a couple more today. And then this evening, we'll definitely be making some more Monster Hunter content with Reaper. But if you ever have friends that say that they have a haunted house and they show these videos and they're like, oh, well, if they've never called anything or if they have videos, just go check it out for yourself, man. Don't go off of what people say anymore, because you can't trust people anymore. And like, I learned that coming out of the military. Like, in the Army, you can trust what your boy's saying because he lives right next door to you. So if something happens, you can like, oh, you're full of shit, I just looked it up. You can call him out on it. You don't know these fucking people in the civilian world. So, like, you don't know what the fuck they're saying. You can't believe it. So, keep that in mind when you're looking at these videos, or if your buddy's telling you this shit about how it's haunted and shit like that. In the Bigfoot video, I'm sorry I wasted your time on that, but it's obviously fucking stupid and fake. Don't fucking stress on it. But, yeah. The only one I could see being realistic was the baby and the demon. We'll actually go back real quick, and I'll show you what I mean for those of you who are just now coming into the video. There it is. I just gotta... Okay. So, check this out. Okay, the baby comes up as this is coming through. Okay, that is the only thing I can see being believable, because even then, look. Come on a little bit further. The baby gets up and is looking in the direction that this thing comes from. Okay, the thing walks through, and and like, it could be fake. It could be the dad pulling a fucking trick, because it is pretty fair. It's fairly fucking solid, because if you'll watch as it's passing this fucking little clock, this little thing right here, watch. Okay. So, they're making it seem like it popped out of nowhere. And it's solid, but at the same time, it's not. So that kind of throws you for a loop. Because you can't see it, then you can see it. Then it keeps walking, and as it's passing through these little lighter areas, it's like showing that it's like translucent. It's not completely transparent. It's not fucking whatever the fuck the other word is, but it's definitely somewhat see-through. That's really the only one I can see being believable. The Bigfoot shit's obviously not fucking real, otherwise people would fucking have seen it. There'd be a lot more evidence of it, not what people thought they fucking saw, shit like that. And a lot of people are probably going to hate on me for saying this in the comments, but yeah, Bigfoot doesn't fucking exist. If he fucking existed, there wouldn't be fucking these fake TV shows about it. There would be actual cold hard evidence and shit like that. And I would honestly, personally believe in a fucking huge ass dude with big ass genetics walking through the woods barefoot because he's fucking homeless over a fucking Bigfoot. Because it's honestly stupid. Like, if you really think that Bigfoot exists, let me know. And we'll have this little argument, but it won't be a crazy one. But definitely not the video that we just sat here and tortured our eyes with the whole Bigfoot thing. But I'm going to scrounge around for some scarier videos. We're going to upload a second one because this was a fairly quick video. So stick around for that. And we'll go from there. Well, actually, there's no point in ending it right now. Let's see if we can find some actual scary videos because I'm telling you, like, it's honestly, and it's really hard to find videos that are actually fucking scary anymore. Because, like, let's see. Does anybody have any ideas? Urbex. I do not know what Urbex is. Enlighten me. Is it like a video, or is it one of those things you have to look up on Google? Anything like that? Urbex? Do you have to roll your tongue with it? Is it like... We may actually check that out next time. I'm actually quite concerned. We actually may start doing videos of things like that because there's no way. I am a firm believer that I do believe that spirits exist. I really do. I do believe that they exist. I really do. Because I've actually been in a haunted house at one point in my life. Oh, shoot, I would definitely do it by myself. Quite frankly, I mean, I would go into like a graveyard any day strictly because the mindset that I have is like, I'm not going to believe it until I see it. I don't joke with it either because I remember a long time ago, I had stayed with one of my buddies, and he actually had a ghost in his house. And the first few times I went, I didn't see anything. I was like, okay, well, he's obviously full of shit. Well, there was a few times where it was a completely different story. And it wasn't so much that I saw anything. It's just it was in the middle of summertime, and I woke up shivering at like 3 o'clock in the morning, which I thought was fucking weird. But trying to think back to a time where I actually so we were in Savannah, Georgia back when I was a kid. Which is a very popular tourist attraction. It's very well known in the state of Georgia, Alabama, all across the southeastern border. Right, everybody knows Savannah, Georgia. Very very popular place. It is also one of the most haunted cities in America. And at the time, nobody believed in it. My dad never believed in it. My mom never believed in it. I believed in it because I've dealt with similar scenarios prior to going to Savannah, Georgia. But one of the instances, we were in Mulberry Inn, and I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but you guys, if you're a huge paranormal freaks, you should check it out because we actually had several instances. My mother woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know the time, wasn't paying attention. But me and my brothers were sleeping in the room. They were sleeping in the room next to us. So it was like 4 beds, right? So they had their 2, we had our 2, and then there was an upstairs. It was a pretty big place, right? It was pretty fucking neat. So we're sitting there. My mom wakes up, and I'm awake because I hear footsteps up there, and I just woke up. I was like, oh, maybe it's just the neighbors. Maybe it's just people on the second floor. I'm not, whatever. My mom, on the other hand, comes in there and is like, thinking that we're running around in here joking and fucking off, and we're not. The only problem with what we were hearing is it wasn't your normal upstairs, little, like, fucking stomping, that fucking noise. You're like, walking around or banging, whatever it is. It sounded like wood sole shoes on a wood floor. Okay, so I have another video here. It's supposed to be more paranormal. This is like the top 10 scariest things caught on CCTV cameras in 2022. We're going to check it out. See how it is. We're going to depict on whether or not it might be actually, if it's scary, if it's real, whatnot. Again, this is first time seeing it, so we're going to check this out. Just let me know what you guys think as we go along. Okay. Let's watch it again. Okay. I want you to pay attention to something here. Okay. Alright. Did you see how everything kind of picked up at once? Like the wind picked it up? See it again? All the little tethered parts? Now, CCTV cameras, they're so I can somewhat agree with what Tony's saying. The first one, he's saying, he doesn't like when this stuff happens, right? And I agree with Tony because it shoots your adrenaline up. But I'm not like I'm somewhat of an adrenaline junkie. Like whenever I have like an adrenaline rush, I'm like, woo! I'm like, ah! And get all pumped up about it. But I will say on that first video, it does kind of look like it's getting picked up and snatched. And the only thing that I can think about is like if they have something wrapped around it and it's tightening up and picking it up and taking it. But again, CCTV cameras, they're super manipulative if you put them in the right place at the right time. I don't understand how that happened. It could have been a rope, and they could have had a fan on. Could have been a lot of things. But it's definitely not scary. I mean, no. Ooh. Okay. So number 3 here, you see the lights flickering down the hallway. Now, upon initial reaction, everybody, gives you the chills. You're like, oh, that's fucking creepy. And granted, there's a lot of things that could be happening. There could be a fucking power... Well, I would say it could be a power surge, but usually that's when all the lights go up and then they just cut out, right? It's happened a couple of times here with our fucking light, our power poles going out and shit like that, right? So that is initially creepy because there's a single light switch in most hotels that operate the entire thing. If not, there's multiple in sections. So the fact that they're blinking like that, that's fucking weird. But the way that the fact that he's shaking as he's walking, that could be a fucking earthquake. It could be a natural incident. You never know. But that is fucking creepy, though. I will say that. I'm not a big fan of hallways. Now, that can be easily manipulated. The chair moving shit, I've never understood why people fucking... If they're trying to make a scary video, I don't understand why they wouldn't just, like... I mean, they're using fishing line, shit like that. And it's not hard. And Tony's right. That does say that here. I'm gonna bring the chat up for you guys. So you can kind of see what's going on here. Okay, so like, yeah, he's not wrong. Lights do tend to flicker, and it's because ghosts do have a paranormal activity. Like ghosts, they have an electromagnetic field, which is, one of the most common things people learn when you start looking into this is certain ghosts do have these electromagnetic fields that go on and can manipulate light sources and other electrical things, lamps, lights, TVs, cameras. It just really depends on how manifested that thing is. Right? So, with this, I wouldn't really call it... Here, let me... I can't really see what's going on because the quality's not that good. But it looks like something's like approaching him, and I can't tell if that's a box or a small box that's floating, but that could just easily be fishing line. It could be somebody doing a fucking prank. Okay, somebody could have flickered the lights out. The fact that she got on her phone immediately and started calling, that's a basic like, oh. Okay, watch this. Chair snatches. Okay, so the chair moves just a little bit. She freaks out and throws the fucking chair across the room accidentally. But like, don't get me wrong, I have seen this video, and I honestly believe that this is not a fucking hoax because look, okay? So AC units, you can kind of sort of see them through the roof, the little dark areas that are not the big fucking light panels. Those are where the AC comes down, and 9 times out of 10, AC just goes down, and it goes out in the general area. It doesn't fucking go across the room. But I want you to pay attention where this chair's moving. Watch closely. You can see these fucking papers. They kind of move a little bit, right? So, chairs, any inanimate object, right? Unless it has been being thrown with enough force that it's putting wind pressure around it, it's not, more than likely not going to fucking throw paper up like that. So that is one reason why I think that this is actually probably one of the most realistic paranormal incidences on the fucking internet. Because that right there, the fucking chair throwing air around it like that, and it's not a lot, it's just enough to move the paper. And the chair's not hitting it. This is after the chairs done went by. So boom, chair's already passed both of the papers. It's past the first one for sure. There's no way that chair caused enough energy to do that. Okay. That right there, this is one of my disbeliefs, right? So, all the fucking, not cameras, but all of the fucking monitors flashing. Let me go back a little bit. Chair moves. We went a little too far back. I apologize. Chair moves again. Whatever it is pissed off. Okay, this, right? So, it's that I don't understand. I really don't. Now, if this thing has manifested itself enough to where it's like super powerful and it can mess with the electromagnetic field, that's a thing. Like, contrary to popular belief. And we already talked about that. But this right here, I mean, it could be anything. Because the fact that the lights, okay, these lights right here, they didn't flicker. None of these lights that are on flickered. And these are all on because, the camera doesn't have a light. Usually your night vision cameras don't have a light and it's not shining individually like that, okay? But how all the cameras flashed, okay, but none of these did, that already tells you right there that that's probably not fucking real. This could be a very elaborate hoax, but this is the part that I don't think it's a hoax. There's not enough fucking fishing string in the world to do this. So, like, it's honestly, it's a 50-50. It does have more pros. It does have more pros leaning towards it's real versus cons because of the simple factor that, the paper's thrown everywhere. And there's nobody in the room, and unless it's some fucking tiny dude, and there's not really a tiny dude, door opens, file cabinets are open, that gets slung everywhere. Let's just move on, because that one definitely has more, oh my god, this is fucking real, than anything else. So, door opens, could be air. Now, you see the little fucking thing right here? I'm sure it'll pop up and show you here again in a second. Oh, shit. Okay. So, this stuff's blowing. This has nothing to do with that. This could just be the wind. I can't tell. It could be in the house. That's not hard to fucking manipulate. Okay, we're not fucking getting trained for shit in 6 weeks. I've already done all that shit. But you see, that wasn't really scary. Now, we're also not in the incident where it's going to happen, but it could fucking happen. And it could happen in your house. So, if you don't want this happening to you, don't play with fucking Ouija boards and don't play with anything that could provoke a demonic spirit at all. Don't. We actually, when we first moved into this house, we noticed there were some markings in the garage, and I'm thinking, oh, well, I don't know what the fuck that could be. And it could have been just some kids spraying some shit. Could be the previous owner's teenage grandson or whatever the fuck it was that might be in the house, fucking with shit. But it could be. It's just weird because it looks spray painted, so it's obviously not fucking burned into the thing. But that was the only thing that caught my eye right off the rip. We haven't had anything crazy happen in this house. If something does happen, you will definitely be first to know, and we will definitely try to get it on camera because we now have cameras in the house, specifically because for a while we thought there was ghosts in the house. But haven't got anything yet. But I will say, most of this shit is easily manipulated. The video where the papers are getting thrown, the chairs are getting moved, that seems a lot more realistic than all of the other ones. Now, the sheets being pulled, the door opening, that I really can't say much for, because you can tie shit to it, but then again, if you tied the fucking line to it, it would peel it back versus pull it back. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We are going to post this video, and we're going to see what happens. So, if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And if you don't like it, tell me something that you'd like to see. But, yeah, you never know if they're real. You don't know until you see it. You never will know. That is the only thing I will say. You won't ever know until it actually happens to you. And even when it happens to you, don't do anything to piss it off. Okay? Because you don't know what it's capable of at all. Jesus, Annie. But, yeah, you probably noticed Annie's not here. She's under the desk. She wants to lay under the desk today. So that's what she's doing. But, yeah. If you ever have an incident where you have ghosts in your house, don't fucking provoke them. Be smart. And don't be that guy that's like, hears something in the fucking middle of the kitchen and is like, hello? Is anybody there? Okay. Like, no. Don't be that person. Because if there's somebody in the fucking house, you don't want to let them know where you're at. You want that to remain a mystery. And if it is a ghost, it's not going to talk back to you. So don't be that fucking guy. Like, what the fuck do you expect the motherfucker to say? Oh, yeah, I'm in the kitchen. You want a sandwich? No. No! Like, there's no fucking way. Like, and that's another thing, like scary movies, like paranormal movies. I will say my favorite paranormal movie is a Paranormal Activity series. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Look at some videos. That shit's pretty fucking cool. It's all based off of a true story. How true it is, I don't know. But it may be just a big series of bullshit, or it could be based on a true story. I have no clue. All I know is I love watching it. So, yeah. Don't piss off ghosts. If you hear something in your kitchen, don't ask where the fuck it's at. And don't fuck with Ouija boards. Because contrary to popular belief, those things fucking work. And they will bring shit into your house whether you fucking like it or not. So, be smart. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Especially if you have ghosts in your house. Because they have ways of fucking with you that you would never have thought of. If you decide to piss it off. But some of you don't believe it at all. And that's fine. Because I was one of those people too. I didn't fucking believe in it. I didn't want nothing to do with it. And after my first few incidents, I won't ever fuck with it again. But, yeah. People who do Ouija boards, I understand. It's a cool thought. It's a cool action. You know, it's like, oh, this is going to be scary. It's going to bring these ghosts. You know, we're going to be able to talk to. And a lot of people actually use them for good intent. Okay? Ouija boards they're bad. Let's just get that out of the way. They're fucking bad. But some people like to use them for good intentions. For example, their grandfather passed away in the house. They think their grandfather's still in the house, so they want to communicate with him. Okay? Don't fucking bring out a Ouija board, though. Because if you do something wrong, and one of the common misconceptions of the Ouija board is if you just leave it alone, it'll fucking go away. That's not fucking true. I don't give a shit how scared you get when something happens in your house. If you don't say goodbye and if you don't say goodbye, it will not fucking go away. And the only way you can stop it is with the fucking Ouija board. But if you want to not have to deal with that, don't use a fucking Ouija board. Let your grandfather write something on a piece of paper. And if it's writing something on a piece of paper, it's probably not your fucking grandfather. Like, no. Don't fucking use Ouija boards. Don't piss off demonic spirits. And if you think you see Bigfoot, you probably don't. I'm not saying go up to it and confront it. But I'm also not saying to sit there and believe it and tell all your friends, because A, they're going to think you're an idiot, or B, they're not going to fucking believe you. So, sometimes, Tony brought up a good point here. He says, I don't even know if you have to say goodbye. Believe it or not, and I can tell you this from seeing people use it. We had people use it in my aunt's house. My cousins, they were in the house one day, and there's supposedly a spirit up there in their attic, right? And it'll turn on a, what's that thing? It's one of those, it's an old record player, okay? So they would play this old record player, and you would hear it if you were in a right place at the right time. And it's upstairs, so it's not a speaker, and nobody has been up there because there's so much shit on their stairs from when they moved in that they haven't fucking moved it because they're lazy. But they were using a fucking Ouija board. And they had shit happen that's never happened in the fucking house before. And they said goodbye, and they never heard anything out of it again. Now, it may or may not work. It also depends on the spirit, because there are some spirits that can manifest really fucking quick. Okay? I've researched a lot of this shit. I don't have any credentials, so I could be completely fucking wrong, but based off the research that I've found, some of them use the Ouija board as a portal to come into our fucking world and shit, and then there's some of them that if you close the portal off, they don't come back. They go back into the portal, all that stupid shit, right? And I got really bored one day and looked all this stuff up, so that's how I know. But sometimes it doesn't work, because there are certain spirits that will sit there and they will manifest in a short period of fucking time. It does not take long for them to manifest, especially if it's a really strong one and all that shit, which is why a lot of the places that you go and you see that are haunted and stuff like that, they've been there for years. And so many fucking years that it could be one spirit or it could be numerous spirits. But either way, don't fuck with them. Don't go out. I mean, if you're trying to catch it on camera, leave it at catching on camera and go. Leave it to that. Don't fucking sit there and be like, when did you die? Do you have a name? Because they can attach to you. That's a fucking thing. They can attach to objects. They can attach to you. You could go to a fucking cemetery and you could come back with a fucking ghost. Like, I don't know. Paranormal shit blows my mind because it can be fucking good. It can be fucking bad. But maybe it's nothing too crazy. But we're going to stop here. I know this evening me and Reap are going to be back playing some Monster Hunter again. We're going to start knocking out. We have an Elder Dragon run to complete. So if you want to watch that, stay tuned to this evening. I'm not quite sure what time, because I will be off all day versus Reaper. He will be coming in at some point. And just pay attention to your notifications. If you have followed, you should get a notification. And if you do, check it out. Hop in, talk to us for a little bit, see what's going on. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like what you're seeing here, we will do more of the videos. If you don't like it and you want to see something else, let me know. Send me a link, all that good stuff. But we will see you next time. Blake for Days, out.